Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is the first day that I've decided to do something a lot different. For the past 2 years, I've been posting two car videos a week, just about every week. And, I've seen a lot of growth, and I really, am appreciative for all of you guys that watch those and just keep coming back, even though some of the cars might not be quite what you like. But I've been trying to sort of break into the YouTube thing a little bigger, and there's always room for growth. Always. YouTube has one of the largest viewing audiences of anything. It's worldwide, really. And I've been doing a lot of research, and it's almost a common sense thing, but the way to get maximum YouTube growth is to post more regularly, to post daily almost. Now, the problem is I don't go to car shows every day. I don't film enough cars to do 365 in a year. There's some guys that do that, and this is what they do for a living. I wanted to be a little more personable with you guys. So I watch a lot of people. My wife watches a lot of people. I'm getting attacked by horseflies right now. And they do daily vlogs. And the thing is, at first I thought, man, I'm not nearly interesting enough to do that sort of thing. But then I realized that I might be. I only have to be interesting for like 10 minutes a day. I can be interesting for 10 minutes. So anyhow, this is what I'm calling Shooting Cars Daily Dose. It's gonna come up just about every day that I can make one that I don't have a car video already planned out. Now, like Monday and Wednesdays, still gonna stay car videos. I might throw in some more car-centric stuff on these dailies, simply because some days I might be working on my car. I've got some really cool stuff to talk about with the Eclipse soon. And you know what? I might talk about that in this video. Let me finish walking my dog, and then we'll talk about that. Yeah, that's one of the things that's probably going to pop up a lot. I have a dog. His name's Hemi. Not like the motor, Hemi. We named him after my favorite author, Ernest Hemingway, because I'm a huge dork. So here's the thing. I'm trying this daily thing, and I'm going to try to do it every day between now and when I go back to work. I'm an English teacher by day, which, is exactly as fun as it sounds. I teach high school English and at a small, very rural school in Louisiana, somewhere right in the middle. So I've got about 3 weeks before I go back to work. And every day, I'm going to try to give you guys something, anything. Even if it's just me ranting about something. And some days, like I said, it's going to be a lot of car stuff. Because really, I do a lot of car stuff. Like this weekend, I'm going autocross racing. And I'm getting the Project Eclipse Vanilla Rice ready to race. I'm trying to get the project truck Run GMC autocrossable, and then later on get it to where I can take it to NOLA Motorsports Park and do a track night in America in a truck. I'm trying to do all of this stuff, and it's easy to do an update video every other week or so for that, but let's be real. YouTube was about being real, and I started doing this, so I can meet real people with real interesting car stories and tell them. And then it sort of devolved some of it into sort of, like to walk around Wednesdays. And those are really funny when I get to do stuff with my buddy Brennan, who he's more than likely going to be in a few of these. And we're actually trying to get a podcast going. And you know what? We're actually going to try our second recording session here in about 20-30 minutes. So some of that might make it on here. I got to clean up my office space because I hadn't used it much since my baby girl was born. We've just been kind of in survival mode. So I tell you what, on the count of 3, we're going to be checking out Project Vanilla Rice, the $300 Eclipse GSX. Ready, set. So me and my little buddy Hemingway here the Schnauzer, are hanging out right now in the very musty Project Vanilla Rice. Now, originally I didn't really have much of a plan for this. I just wanted to get it drivable and actually drive it, because I don't know, it's just too cool of a car to not drive as much as I can, but it's got so much work left to do. Then a friend of mine, Dan Catrier, I think I said his name right for once, sent me a link to something. And Dan, you'll probably see him a good bit this weekend in the autocross video. But he's an awesome photographer, Daniel Catrier. See, I screwed it up. Motorsports Photography. I'll link him below too. He's helped me with a lot of things. And he sent me this link, like I said. I'm sorry, you guys. I seriously get distracted. He sent me a link. He said, you should do this. It's called the Grassroots Motorsports Challenge. Now, every year they have a sort of cheap car challenge, which $300 car. Yeah, see where I'm going with this. The only limit is the budget has to be less than the year of the car. I mean, not the year of the car, the year that we're in. So the 2017 challenge is, budgeted at $2,017. I don't think this car is going to be ready by October for the 2017 challenge, but it could easily be set for $2,017. So I've decided to do the 2018 challenge. I've started actually keeping a build thread going on Grassroots Motorsports forum, and I'll put a link to that too if any of you guys are interested in following that. Grassroots Motorsports is one of the most useful forums ever. Also, I've gotten on a whole bunch of DSM fan pages, like, Parts and Sale and everything else, and those guys are extremely awesome. Like, I've actually had more than a few people give me advice, like really useful advice, and I really hope it happens that somebody's supposed to be sending me some struts and lowering springs for this car, because right now I know you can't really tell, but the suspension is just shot. But yeah, these guys are awesome. Anyway, so I've basically got a little over a year and a couple of months to get this thing ready for an autocross, which won't be hard because, I mean, come on, autocross, it's fun. A drag race, which I've never drag raced, so we're definitely going to have to make some runs down to Baton Rouge to State Capitol Raceway on a test and tune Sunday morning, and of course I'll make a video about that, come on. And try to see if we can get this things in. These DSMs, when set up properly with, the right tuning knowledge, can hit 12s. I'm shooting for 13, 14s first out. If I can get 13s and keep it streetable and autocrossable, that's awesome. And then there's also a car show portion, which I don't know how this is going to do, because I don't think I'm going to have enough money in the budget to be able to paint it. But I am going to clean it up a lot. So I actually I went and got the title transferred to my name the other day, and I ordered a radiator, which I really wanted a nice big fancy chromed out Mishimoto setup with the nice fans and everything else, but looking at the budget, if I have to do a transmission rebuild and if there's more than a head gasket, if the engine is a basket case, like I'm afraid it might be, I didn't want to spend so much on the radiator that it sort of kept us from meeting our goal. So I ordered a cheapo radiator. I mean, shipping, handling, everything was like 45 bucks. I know, that's not something you want to skimp on a turbo car, but look, if I have it in the budget, I'm totally ordering a Mishimoto and really souping up the cooling, because my Eclipse that I had in high school, that was the 1.8, still overheated, and that was a problem I had with it, so, we'll see. So yeah, a lot of stuff is going to be done with this car. We're going to spend a lot of time trying to bring it up to spec for GRM 2018. Now, we're going to cut to us trying to podcast. 3, 2, 1. And even though the people on the YouTubes can't hear you, Brennan, we're about to start recording our second try at this. Hopefully a lot better than the first. I mean, the first one was not bad. It was just the audio quality was garbage. Yeah, not great. Say this much for the YouTube audience. Hope you enjoy the daily stuff. It's going to be not all about cars, like I said. It's going to be different stuff, just stuff I do during the day. Like, I have a karate school. I have a dog. I have a daughter. I have a whole bunch of project cars that I need to work on. And, I don't know. I think I can come up with 10 minutes worth of interesting content in a 24-hour period. Maybe. So, here's where the cliche part comes in. Give me a thumbs up, pretty please. And I promise I'll have better lighting. The office kind of sucks for lighting. Subscribe and, you know, do the thing that every other YouTuber tells you to do.